Hello and welcome to the 12th episode of the WCGA podcast. I am at Dancer Dragoon, aka Dan is my birth name. You can find me on Instagram at Dancer Dragoon and also lurking the depths of the Discord. Today we have a special guest, Erlangshen. Erlangshen, where can we find you?
So you can find me in Discord with Erlangshen. You can also find me in my blog, Erlangshen at Weebly.com. But in Instagram, I'm known as Jiroshin, so Jiroshin, because Erlangshen was taken, unfortunately. So I
What?
the Japanese version of Erlangshen.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Ian, where can we find you?
You'll find me at Cantus_Prime on Instagram.
Or on the couch. Lang, where can we find you?
Find me on Instagram, Skyfire Riser. I'm also in the depths of Blue Sky, Discord. Just come out and find me, have a chit chat, and let's have some fun.
Come find him. Today we have a really special new sponsor for this episode.
Coming this fall to Hallmark, The Brick Builder's Daughter. There's a boy, there's a girl. With the daughter eager to meet the boy, all he does is lay bricks, and she wants to knock down the defenses he holds around his heart. Get bricked this fall on the Hallmark channel.
So we're really excited to be partnered with this movie studio making epic cinematic masterpieces that don't usually make it to the theaters, but they make a lot of trailers. So
Epic masterpieces. I like that. Epic
masterpieces. Yeah. So let's start things off. What did we snag? I didn't buy anything. I didn't buy a single thing this last week.
But did you get something?
I did. Okay. I got some Arsenal-based cards, and I got a little, I don't know, some little thingies. Oh, I got a little thing for May, a little Pooey mold car from Sugar Mama. But no model kits for me. Nothing.
There's, I gotta say, your love for the Popo Woo has been detrimental because other people I'm hearing are searching Popo Woo now.
Who?
Never Waffle for one.
Okay,
he's getting Popo. He's getting Popo Woo.
Did he actually buy some?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, he did. He's loving it.
I'm fine because I have them all.
As far as you know.
Yeah, I'm not competition to him, so until they release season 2 of the Popo Woos, then I'm in trouble.
Those Arsenal-based cars, did you get like a super rare one?
I got a whole stack of Zeta cards. None of them are the P class, promotional class, though. There's a lot of shinies, but no embossed raised ones. Yeah,
listeners, just so you know.
Favorite? Did you get a particular favorite?
I mean Emma.
All right,
I got an Emma. I can pull Emma out if you want, but right now she's sleeved and protected.
In your special
so many jokes.
In my special binder. Yeah, it's not just Emma in the binder though. It's there. I got other cards. Okay, guys, it's not just Emma.
It's just all Emma.
Lang, did you buy anything this week?
I did, but I got to piggyback on the Arsenal-based cards. There was one night on our Discord, people, where we lost ourselves learning everything about the Arsenal-based cards. If you don't know Arsenal-based cards, look it up. It's a lot of fun, and come join us in our woes of learning how much you could spend on one little card. Like, this is going to be Pokemon Card Junior.
Yeah, I mean, typically speaking, you can get into the Arsenal-based card collecting with, for fairly cheap. It's if you start chasing like mega rare cards, then like Pokemon.
You could be me and want a Mir Campbell card from Gundam Seed Destiny.
Yeah.
Oh no!
For those on YouTube are seeing some of these.
Yeah, so they're really nice. So the thing about Arsenal-based too is it's an arcade cabinet game. Only in Japan. I think it's only in Japan. Maybe China too. And the cards are like hard plastic cardstock, and you put them onto the arcade cabinet, and they go into the game, kind of like a Toys to Life or Cards to Life type style thing. But the cards themselves are gorgeous, and the artwork on them is just insane. So they're really fun to collect, especially if you have like a favorite series or something.
Which I did.
But did you buy any model kits this week, Lang?
I did. I picked up a couple. I got the Thrones Zwei.
Nice.
So getting ready for our Gundam 00 trivia, which I'm into season 2 now. I fell back in love with a lot of the kits, and I never had Thrones, so I was picking up Thrones. And then
episode 4.
Speaking of our special guest, who is the savant, nay, dare I say, the master of SDs, I also got the SDW Heroes, the new 00 combined set. So here's one.
How much part separation is in there, and how much is that?
None. They are all sheets of stickers.
And auto parts too, which is
And this one right here. So there's 3. There's 2 kind of a stray / Exia types, and
they
one
look so
Quan
cool.
type. So I'm excited for those. I might take those on a little build meetup today. We'll see.
Yeah, I'd love to see one like opened up and snapped up if you can do it.
We'll do it today.
What about you, Ian?
It's been a slow model week. I have been in the process of upgrading my gaming area, we should talk about later, but one important model that I did get from eBay is Zoid's Gojilus Giga.
Oh my god.
So cool.
This has been a grail since I've been a little tyke.
Oh really?
Yeah.
You knew of its existence when you were younger?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. I knew you were into Zoids like previous to Silver being in the club.
Yeah, I was
because you talk about how you had some when you were younger.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I've been on the process of collecting some of them. Do I have one in front of me?
But this is like a side of Ian we didn't know really existed. I mean, I knew that he was like a collector, but I didn't know he was like into Zoids until Silver like started promoting Zoids a lot in the channel.
Yeah.
And now Ian's like,
I'm back into it.
He's got like a dog with a bone.
One that I've always wanted.
That's awesome. That's got to feel nice.
So
add it to the collection. Anything else?
Nope. Slow model week.
Wow. Erlangshen, did you pick up any models this week?
Not new models. I've been making them. I've been looking for that SD that Lang just got. They haven't arrived in Washington yet, so. But yeah, I might pop up to BC maybe around Memorial Day weekend. So I think they have it there. So hopefully I'll get it there.
Nice.
Awesome. What are we working on? I'm just Titan Zaku all day. Right now I'm at this stage. I have this much of it finished.
Go to YouTube. Go to YouTube. It's gorgeous.
Yeah. So there it is. The head does light up. Do you guys want to see it light up really quick?
Yeah,
because I can do that.
The audience.
But it's all so like I put this, I snapped it up or whatever and press fit it together to get it ready for the show, you know? And then now that I'm painting it, it really changes the look of everything.
Yeah.
There's just a lot more detail that you couldn't pick up before.
Its shoulder width is as wide as your shoulder width, just about.
Almost. But the thing about this, like the final build now, it's all getting glued and stuck and brass rodded together so that it's very sturdy. Whereas at the show, it was just press fit with blue tack and was kind of falling apart and scary. Yeah. So that's what I'm working on. I'm excited to be done with it. It's been a fun project, but I'm excited to be done with it so I can get back to regular, model building. I am bringing a model kit to the little build thing today. I'm bringing this guy.
What?
So I'm going to be building this.
Oh, fun.
There we go.
At the model thing. Yeah, Optimus. It's kind of interesting. Speaking of SDs, that's our theme today. It's kind of SD-ish.
Yeah, kind of, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. It's got
it's a blocky, right?
Yeah, it's a blocky. And it lights up, and Ian picked this up for me. I think it's Kinokuniya?
Yeah.
I think so. This one in the Megatron, and I haven't built this one yet, so I thought this would be a fun one to do. They're very fun, simple builds, but very articulated. And this particular class, what is this? The Action Edition.
Yeah.
They're big, and they come with some extra little gimmicks and stuff. So I'm excited for that. That's what I'm working on right now. What about you, Ian? Building any kits right now?
No. I'm not building any kits right now.
Building any computer desks right now?
Yeah.
I built a computer desk. I didn't have time to prep for it, but basically I've gotten the Secret Lab Magnus Pro XL, and I got all of the Gundam-related decorations to put on it, like a magnet pad. Cable...
Oh, is that magnetic?
Yeah.
It magnetizes to the top of the desk?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah.
So it doesn't slide
How
around.
about next episode? I'll have everything ready to show off for it.
Okay.
Cool.
We'll do that.
That's pretty sick. And you
We'll
got
take
the
some
chair.
pictures to share.
Yeah, we got the chair from last week.
And the cushion is magnetic.
Yeah.
That's pretty nice. I like
Hop
that.
on, bud. Our new sponsor, Secret Labs.
Yeah, come on, Dan.
Oh, hey, okay.
Oh
yeah,
my
let's
gosh.
reach out to them and see if they can sponsor us. Because I'm the only one without a Secret Labs chair. And maybe Erlangshen needs one too.
Yeah. Just
Okay.
get it
All
out
right.
there.
We'll get some Secret Labs merch up in here. Soon.
Wishful thinking.
If you don't know, that they ship faster than Sugar Mama does.
Wow.
Well, that's the EMS
Sugar
stuff.
Mama right now is kind of
Yeah.
takes
Delayed.
about 2 weeks to ship. Yeah.
Still faithful, still delayed.
Yes, we still pray to the Sugar Mama. We still bow before
She's just falling on hard times.
the Mama. Yeah, she's having a tough time.
Long distance relationships can be rough.
Yeah. Erlangshen, what about you? Snapping any kits lately? Working on anything?
Yes. I've just finished this one.
Yes. I saw the picture of that.
Oh my gosh.
So good.
Good grief. That's really cool. Is that stickers or decals on that?
So, which one? Like this one?
Hold it a little bit more to your left.
Oh, sorry.
There we go.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, there we go.
Can we
Wow.
make that big? Can we make his camera big? Let's see.
Probably I can, yes, with the layout here. Hold on.
Put our guest in the front.
Well,
Yeah.
that just puts you speaking on there. Anyways, yeah, do you want to talk about it?
So yeah, so it's a mix, right? So like this one, like in the middle, those are stickers. These are decals, and those are rub-on letters that I put on.
Oh wow!
That's
So like,
dedication.
what do they call that? Dry transfer?
Yeah.
Yeah, red transfer. Yep.
Okay, that's awesome.
And this is the Spec 2. What's that
Spec
one
2.
called?
Yes.
Nice. Ian, I knew a seed thing.
Good job.
What about you, Ling? You snapping anything lately? I know you've been snapping.
I've been snapping quite a bit. I snapped. Oh, he's right here, actually. I'll show everybody real fast. A Chic mainline kit that I was thoroughly impressed with. This thing is a lot of fun. I can't remember what it's called, but I saw it on Big Bad Toy Store, got it, and I love it. So I have the feeling I need to just panel line it and make that one look nice. I think I'm just going to deck it out and just keep it as is.
You put a top coat on it?
Yeah. It's one of the first ones that I haven't really painted, but I want to detail it. Other than that, I have a long list of the HD Summer. I want to do a GN Arms combination. Erlangshen, you're inspiring more and more because I'm going to work on a Zero Maru and a Star Winning Gundam display that I want to do. I also need to do my Fampla Freemi Zogok, and then the 30-minute missions. I finally settled on a setup with an Acer being a motorcycle. So I'll be doing that, which is coming up in 2 months, less than 2 months. We got to get that done. So get on your 30-minute missions, people.
Yeah. And we have ideas for another competition kind of brewing in the works. We always got something happening. Something crazy. Well, sweet. That's some really great stuff. Everybody's snapping up. What do we got for news?
For news.
Here, let me do this.
Nice.
Oh, we still don't have it. Do I have to do it again, Ian?
No, you don't.
I'm excited.
Come on, man. Come on, man. You're busting me right now.
I think
You're
I'm one of the
busting me.
naysayers. You can take all this out in post.
Yeah, this is.
You got to click share, and then you got to click screen, and then you got to click the thing you want to share.
Oh my gosh. Sorry, folks. Sorry, folks.
Lang, you had it ready. You want to pull it up?
No.
Oh, I did,
You
but then
say
I
that,
closed
and
it.
now I've got it pulled up.
There you go. Okay, pull it up.
Do it.
It's loading.
Oh my
Bad.
gosh.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
Come find us down at the Centipede.
There it is.
There it is.
Yay.
All right. G-Quux Dom.
So good. Oh, it's so good.
What do we think
I
of
mean-
this one, guys?
So I mean, I love so many things about this. So the bazooka. I love the grid work that's on the bazooka in some of those places, like the framing. The magazine also, instead of being like on top, sometimes on these mega bazookas, it's underneath and in the back, and it's bent the other way, so it's different. You know, like everything's a little different on this. I love the cutouts on the front skirt armor for the legs.
Mm-hmm.
I love the. Also, I've noticed with the hand molds in the new kits from G-Quux are really good.
Yeah.
Like we're getting a lot more detail in the hands, and I'm loving that.
Yeah.
Especially on the one we saw last. Yeah, look at that.
Good
It looks
Suno.
so good.
Yep.
And then I'll let somebody else bring up the third leg in the room, but oof! Oh,
I
that's so cool.
see. That's the thing. I have never liked the Dom entirely. The Dom or any like Bigfoot mono eye guys. This one completely and utterly does it for me. Like I'm going to pick this up. I love it. I like even the little see on the bottom of the feet right there. It's almost like this little detail on the treads right there on the side of the foot.
Mm-hmm.
Look, this is a high
They're like
grade,
little,
you guys.
Yeah.
Layers of plate armor.
Look at the I'm assuming part separation on the underside of these feet.
Oh, I hope so.
And what a
I
neat
wouldn't hold your breath.
no, not
for the
boot,
inside.
no.
Maybe
I assume,
not.
I assume maybe in silver. I
Yeah.
don't think you're getting the red bells.
Yeah. That's what happened with the police Zaku as well. In the artwork, it looks like it has a red inside of the nozzle, but it's not yet painted.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Bandai do be Bandaiing right now. I will say, like, what a novel and interesting idea for showcasing the underside of the foot in the way that it's built. Because normally you don't see the underside of the feet unless you're posing it in a specific way. And a lot of people like to put a lot of detail into all those veneers and stuff and part separation or masking for the feet. So it's really cool that they've folded that foot up into a backpack. So you can kind of be like, hey, here's the underside of the foot on my back kind of a thing. Pretty neat.
I think it's really functional, like a hovercraft speed
Yeah.
and space. Like it's so many cool. You could have some fun poses on a Dio for that. I'm excited.
Yeah. So my other thing too about G-Quux is like, once again with a Gundam series, the 1 year war or whatever it was is over. So we don't get to see these mobile suits in massive battles on land and in space, which is a massive bummer because I want to see more of this kit. Maybe we'll see that in flashbacks or something. I'm not sure, but yeah, it's such a cool design. Such a cool design.
Yeah.
So right there is Ian zooming. That is one qualm I have that I'm kind of torn, but it's growing on me that it looks like the chest is an unfinished kit bash. It's just BAM! Right there. But it kind of works still for me. It kind of works.
You mean where it's just like this big plate
that's
on the
right.
top of the block?
Yeah. Oh, that's a lot of empty
I
space.
love the
but
articulation. You get these arms.
I
On the
think that's part of
shoulders-
the reason.
It looks like there's like those canisters, those purple canister things. Are
These
those
guys?
yeah, are those like smoke launchers or something?
I have
Was
no
that in
idea.
the anime in the
Yeah, wait
episode?
till you
I'm
get a
not
Gundam
sure.
Bible. No, I mean in the anime they went and shown off. They have a couple like electric rod grappling hooks.
Yeah.
This one actually comes with like two. I'm not sure if they're beam sabers or they're still like geat rods, but you get a couple swords in there, a couple hand options.
I would assume they're beam
Yeah.
beam swords, yeah, beam sabers. Very cool. I'm excited for this. Hey, Bandai.
Very.
Here we are again. Master grade, please. Master grade of this
Oh my
kit,
gosh, can you imagine?
please.
Yeah. I think the only downside of this kit is it's going to be quite expensive. I've seen listings for about $35 or almost $40 in some places.
It is big,
It is big, a lot of plastic.
and it's got that third leg tax.
Third leg tax.
Yeah, that's super
Let's see,
cool.
Do I have the next item? No, there's another Dom shot again.
What is that? So what's the thruster there?
These ones?
What is that? Yeah.
Little gray ones. I'm just extra thruster bells, I guess.
Oh, they're on both sides. They're
like
mirror.
Yeah,
side
they're on
skirts.
both sides. Yeah. And then in the anime, when they deployed that third leg, they almost went in like a I don't know, like a delta pattern.
Yeah, that's what I.
And
That's
then
what I
they were
imagine.
flying around like it was almost like a rocket ship.
Yep.
Dom. It was really cool.
I'm gonna have to watch this. I still haven't watched G-Quicks yet. Don't judge me. I'm
Next
always
up,
playing catch up.
we have a 7-Eleven exclusive Gunpla-kun that just came out this Friday in Japan.
Yeah. We got some people very excited about this.
Shockwave.
Yeah. If and I had told him yesterday, if you are interested in this thing, the second you see it pop up online, buy it.
Yeah.
So save up some money, get it ready. It's probably not going to be that expensive when it first shows up, but it's never going to be that cheap again because it's just going to go up in price. So yeah, very cool though. I love the coons; they're great.
Does that mean in Japan this is only in that 7-Eleven convenience store? Or is it sold somewhere else too?
I think they just sell these in the convenience stores. Yeah. You are stuck. You have to, unfortunately, you got to go in there and buy your egg salad sandwiches and your specialty drinks and pick up your Gunpla-kun. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
man. Such a bummer.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so great. Yeah. If you haven't been, you have to go. So is that all we got, Ian? You're muted, bud.
Okay, here we go.
There you go.
I'm back. And then, what was I going to say? Oh, just a disclaimer that this version does not come with the runner stand. So if you've purchased Gunpla-kun before, where you can take him apart and put him on the runner, this is a version that does not come with that.
Is it compatible with going back onto the runner?
Yeah, it's the same
If
mold.
you have a
so
different
if you have the Gunpla-kun that comes with the runner stand, you can take the 7-Eleven one apart and put it on.
That's cool.
Assuming that the white plastic is the same color.
Yeah. I'm probably going to buy one of these when I see it pop. Probably going to buy one. Yeah. Because it's, I just really like the color scheme on it. It's neat.
I don't know if it does.
I know I could paint it.
I don't even think it comes with the beam rifle. It's just the sword and the shield.
Oh, it's got the, oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, it's kind of a cut down version of what you would normally get, I guess. Maybe that's for the convenience store size requirements of the box. Maybe the box is smaller.
Yeah. Well, they've released the Zaku-kun. The first version that came out with that one didn't come with the runner stand. It only came with the machine gun, and now they're releasing a new version that comes with the runner stand, and then a bazooka and a hawk.
Yeah, I never saw the Zaku-kun in stock locally. Did that ever come out over here?
Yeah, it did. If you want it, I can sell you mine.
We're
doing trading on the podcast, guys.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I'll hit you up. For that because I do want it badly. Awesome.
That's it. That's all I have for news.
I mean, the Dom was enough, but then you graced us with the 7-Eleven, so I'm satisfied. So this week we have a special guest. If you haven't noticed yet, it's Erlangshen. Now we like to bring on people onto the podcast that have unique skills and abilities, and also people that have unique interests. And Erlangshen caught our attention when he joined the club pretty much at its inception, because he's been running a blog for how many years?
Very long. I don't remember actually. Maybe
it was since 2018.
Yep.
I think so. Yes.
Yeah. And this blog is a massively comprehensive list of news, custom builds, and everything in between. Every single month, basically, of all of those years up until now. It's insane. You can go in there, and I'm gonna show it off here in a second. But you can go in there and check out all sorts of stuff from Erlangshen's build journey, and it's a pleasure to have you on here, and because your energy in the hobby kind of is expressed through this blog is very obvious. So we're really happy that you're here. Let me go ahead and pull that up really quick here. There we go. So I just happen to have this pulled up right now. Pretty neat little thing. But let me go back up to the main page. What inspires you, or what is it about SD kits specifically that you feel like sets them apart from other grades for you personally?
Yeah, I don't know. I feel that's a really deep question, and there's probably multi-layer answer to that. The
Great.
most shallow part probably is like the cuteness, because I feel like that proportion makes it really cute, especially if you've already watched the anime, you like a Gundam, and then you see, oh, there's like a tiny cute version of it. Just it hits you different, I guess. So that's like the first factor, right? The second factor is price, because you can get probably like 4 or 5 SD kit for like one MG.
Yep.
So, and I do like to mod them as well. I do kit bash, I do mods as well. So that's why a cheaper price point is really attractive if you like to do that. If you just like to snap build, then SD is probably not for you, because there's a lot of work you need to put. There's not a lot of color separation. There's a lot of hollow parts that you have to fill. So, yeah. But if you like to actually start to build like those muscle, SD is a great sort of like entry point, I guess, because of the price point.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
What's the overall of your years of doing the SD kits? What's your favorite SD build you've done?
I have a few that I can show as well. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Love that.
Oh my gosh, we're gonna get a tour. Oh, we're getting a tour.
Whoa! Yes. Okay, make that larger.
This guy, let me turn on the lights.
Hang on 1 second. We got to make sure you're being shown on the screen here.
Yeah, let me. I mean, it's hard. I don't know how to do it.
Oh no!
Here, I'll stop sharing my screen for a second. There we go. That makes it a little better. In post, I can make it bigger. But what is that?
Okay.
Gorgeous.
So maybe I'll go back a little bit about like the SD history as well, right? Because SD started like a parody or like smaller version of the main anime, but it's start to shoot off into its own sort of like storyline as well. So this one is actually from the Night Gundam storyline. And there's multiple stories in there as well. This one is sort of like there's a knight that summons sort of like a legendary mobile suit, I guess. So basically, inside them, there's more. So it's a combiner. The arm, there's another one inside here, the big body. It's similar to, what is it, God Mars, I think. There's an anime like that. So basically, it's 6 Gundam combined into one. Now, this one is actually a second version. So if you look at in my blog, I posted like the original version. The original version, I got it back in 1994, I believe.
That's so good.
And this is the latest version. It has a better proportion and whatnot. However, it's super fragile. It's in terms of like the fit. Sometimes it's a little bit tricky. The head, for instance, I can probably show you how it can actually.
Oh goodness! Made me
Look at that
nervous.
case too. That's so cool.
This is super
Yeah.
fragile.
That's
What
so much fun.
did it? How did? I have so many questions right now. Did that case come with the set?
No. So the case I got from a raffle. I think it was during COVID. Bandai has a raffle, like, hey, do you want to have a sweepstake? And I got this display, like a 40th anniversary gunplay.
Dude, and it's got
boy.
spotlights in there. That's so
Yes.
cool.
Battery operated.
I'm looking on Strugia later for that.
Oh my gosh.
That's cool.
That's amazing. Okay, so that's one of your favorite is like that big guy?
Yes. The second one is probably this one. Over here.
Oh,
There you go.
Estrella?
Estrella. So Estrella, this is like the third version that I built, and that's probably one of the messages I want to convey to other listener as well. Don't be afraid if like your first time it didn't came out as good as you want.
Right
Do
there.
it again. Do like version 2, and this is already version 3. So this one, I think it came out the best because this is from the Exia EX standard that I custom built into Astrea. Some parts are like scratch built, like the ears are scratch built, but a lot of the
so
parts
cool.
actually came from the HG 144 parts as well. So the good thing about kit bashing with HG parts is that it actually works. So you can actually interchange a lot of this weapons and equipment as well. So yeah, that makes it a less work to actually do it from scratch, I guess.
Kind of blowing my mind a little bit right now. Kit bashing with
Yep.
SDs and making it look that good is
Yeah.
that's a thing I have not seen in this hobby before, honestly.
Yeah.
What got you started with all this stuff? Like what inspires you to do that?
So that's
It's
even
just-
a longer story as well, right? Because yeah, I first encountered it, and ironically, I've encountered SD Gundam first before I encountered the regular Gundam. So it's back in 1986. So because I'm Chinese, Indonesian, American, so I grew up in Indonesia, and a lot of people back in like 1986, they're bored, they don't know what to do in Indonesia. They often go abroad, and they often go to Hong Kong because Hong Kong has the cheapest shopping destination, which is closest to Indonesia. So yeah, that's where I first encountered. It's in a Sogo department store. That's a Japanese department store in Hong Kong. That I encountered SD Gundam, and I just fell in love. And I feel, oh, this is really cool. Years later, I think when I was like in middle school, then they start to have more like SD Gundam back in Indonesia as well. So a lot of my friends are all into that as well. We play a lot with them. I still have some actually those kits that I have from 1986.
Oh my gosh.
You didn't survive because I move around a lot. So yeah,
Sure.
by the time I'm here, yeah, it's like almost 40% are gone. So yeah,
Wow. That's so
awesome.
cool though that you still have some of those kits.
yeah. I even
Yeah.
repainted one of them and put it in my blog as well.
Oh, sweet.
See, that's the good stuff.
Oh, that's so awesome. Let me
So-
get this blog pulled back up. Go ahead, Lang.
I'm going to give Dan work because we got to make sure your blog is linked to this week's episode.
Yeah.
There's so much. It feels so good to see a well proportioned blog. For me, I really love Erlangshen. This whole, it looks like
The
you're
style and
working for
aesthetic.
Band-Aid. Yeah. The
Yeah.
style of your setup and graphics, that does my heart so much good because it's well done. It's just nicely set and it's consistent. And it feels like a security blanket. I freaking love that.
I know,
love
that's
it.
what I'm saying. Like I get on the blog and I will just surf at night, like when I'm in bed, and I'm just checking out the builds and looking at the model kits because the pictures are pristine too. Like
That
you're
too.
very good with your photographs. Are you just using like a standard light booth? Because a lot of people are interested in this quality of photography. What are you using for camera and light booth?
Oh, camera is just my phone's camera. I have a Samsung S25. Light boot, I did get that from Amazon. I think I put it in the Discord, the actual brand. I think it's Fin Homey or something. So it's a
Okay.
really nice setup. You can change like the background, everything. The rest comes with a multiple colored background. I usually
Yeah.
just choose plain old white because it just feels cleaner. It comes with LED lighting as well as that diffuse kind of like sheet to put right below from the lighting to diffuse the lighting as well. It comes really good. So I'm really satisfied with that purchase, I guess.
Yeah. Is this Zaku Apple? Did you paint that on there, or does it come like that?
Well, it comes with the kit, yeah.
Oh, see, mine the RX-78 just has a red apple. I'm jealous of that. That's really cool. So looking through your blog, let me go down here a little ways. One of the things that caught my attention was you have a GBWC section. And when I first competed my first time in 2022 in GBWC, I saw this entry, and this was done by your wife.
Yes.
Do you want to tell us about this build a little bit? Like, kind of what inspired it? And I mean, because at the time there was a gas price hike going on, like really bad. But yeah, go ahead.
It was during COVID time, so and gas prices were so expensive at the time. When my wife was like stressing out, why is it so expensive? And I was telling her, hey, there's like well, at the time, because it was COVID, so it's only online from US at least. Mm-hmm. So that's why she figured, hey, maybe we can we have time. We're on quarantine anyway, so might as well actually do this. She actually browsed and tried to figure out what is the cheapest kit that she can do a mods like this. Those are the two cheapest one that she can find. I think I forgot it's New Type or USA Gundam Store. It's a Magnet and GM. So yeah, and basically just use that to make this like comic scene, I guess, diorama. And yeah, just for listeners, I'm trying to describe it. It's basically two SD kit in a gas pump. And one is complaining why the gasoline is so expensive because the other one is charging like $50 for like a gallon of gas.
Yeah. And it's funny too, you get the Xeon and then the EDF is the one that's pumping the gas saying, yeah, that'll be $50, please. How did you construct the Dio? It looks like maybe there's a mix of like sculpting putty maybe and
so it's pla plate, pla beam, and putty.
That's so good. It's really good.
The panel for the gas thing is actually a printed on paper. Then we just glue it in there.
Yeah. But I remember I saw this build and I thought I need to up my game as far as creativity goes. I was very surprised to see it. And then this one was done by your daughter, the first on the 2022 GBWC as well.
Super clean. Super clean.
Yeah. How old was she when she did this then?
She was 9.
Oh boy.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Oh, I'm out.
That's awesome.
That's so great. Yeah, so this is a for the listeners, tell us what kit this is.
That is a Musha V2 Gundam. So it's a Legend BB, I believe. So that's what she got. And she figured, I want to custom painted it. So that's what she did.
So the custom painted parts, I'm guessing, are all the main colors except for the gold?
Yes, gold and those transparent ones she did in color. Other than that, some of the white ones she also did in color. But other than that, she actually custom. It's not a lot actually because even like the blue, those I think those she did in color. She did customize a few bit, but she built it all from. Painting, she actually used like hand painting instead of like airbrushing. But top coat she did with an airbrush.
Yeah. It's really, really good. Does she still build?
Not as much. Nowadays, she's more into Minecraft, I guess.
Oh, yeah. Well, priorities, you know.
It's
and then we've got...
But it's a different build.
And then we've got your entry for that year. And I love the fact that your whole family did an entry. That's so fun. What a fun family thing to do. This is just clean. It's so clean. And then the kits posed together. It's super dynamic.
For those that are listening, what kits was it? What's the actual build?
It's from the Gundam Thunderbolt. So it's basically Daryl Lawrence mobile suit. So the Psycho Zaku and as well as the sort of like fake Gundam.
Yeah. So the Gundam, the RX-78 base, I'm guessing, but then you've put tubes on the legs.
Yes.
And I'm assuming some scribing has been done here, and then you've got decals.
Yep. Yeah.
Crazy. Because these are tiny. These are tiny little kits, and they have a ton of detail packed in here.
Yeah, those are from the cross silhouette line. So the Zaku actually took longer because I actually have to kit bash it from the HG components to make it work as well.
I was curious if that's what you did. Yeah, I see that now.
Wow.
Because that's what you. So I got to jump on that real quick because looking at a lot of your blog, I keep seeing more and more. I'm just like, wait a minute, they did an SD of that. Wait a minute, there's not an SD of that. Wait, Erlangshen's too creative, and it's because you take a lot of the HG stuff into your builds and just make it how we all dream to have the SD kit of that.
Exactly.
If I'm not mistaken. Oh,
Yeah.
Erlangshen is amazing.
Hey Dan, go to what is it, October of 2023?
October 2023. I don't even remember what I did.
That one right there.
be-
Can you look at that rebuild?
Yes.
Hit read more on that. I need to see these photos. Speaking of how he's turning SDs and combining it with high grade parts, this is so good looking.
Tell us about this build here. What did you do?
So it's using a SDEX standard area, but I use the area rebuild HG parts to make it into like an SD area rebuild. So those parts, like those, I forgot what's it called. Is it a gun bits, I guess?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
the gun bits, like effects, though, I use like a holographic paper that I threaded to make it look like they're flying
That
around.
looks so good.
It's so good.
There's a comparison shot at the bottom that I think does it really good justice right there.
That's insane.
This is so much fun. Please go to YouTube to check him out. Please go to his blog. We're just going to say that all this episode. This is going to be fun.
Yeah, and the blog is just erlangshen.weebly.com. And I will put a link in the description. And I'm also going to be putting this out on my social medias as well to try to promote this thing because these builds are crazy.
You're going to be a rock star as it's well deserved, Erlangshen. Get ready.
Yeah, look at these. The holographic paper.
Yeah,
that does it for me. It's so cool.
So I'm going to ask, like, all this creativity, what's the one thing that's the most frustrating for you? Because holographic paper, getting it to bend just right, or if it's the different HG parts, what seems to be the biggest hurdle that you're like, I really want to do this. I hate having to do this, but I got to do it because I know it's going to look so good.
I think it depends, right? Because sometimes you just have like that obsession that you want to build something, but the problem is either you might not get the right parts, or like it's just when you try to scratch build it, it didn't came out like as clean or as good as you wanted. Those are usually my biggest frustration. Even like going back to that Astrea, right? So when I do the first version of it, because at the time HG Astrea was not available. It was still like those side story that you might sometimes get a free sort of like extension from a magazine. So they haven't actually sold the actual kit yet. So I don't have any HG parts to actually kit bash it with. So I did a lot of like the kit bashing, but sometimes scratch building, and sometimes it just didn't came out the way exactly that you wanted. That's usually my biggest frustration. That's usually what drove me to do like version 2, version 3 as well.
That's fantastic. Like I think all of us, I know me especially, going back and redo it, it has been my biggest frustration. I did it with a full mechanics one time, and it like broke me down, and I'm so happy I went back and redid the majority of it.
Yeah.
You're so I'm assuming these. So we're looking at right now. We're looking at a Votom's Turbo Custom, Scope Dog Turbo Custom.
Yeah.
Look at that.
We should have you on again because there's too much to cover here. That's how deep the rabbit hole goes on this blog. But are these hand painted?
Yes. The characters are all hand painted. Yes.
So like, I mean, you got skill. You got a lot of skill because these are tiny little guys and they look great. They look like they're tampo printed or something like at a factory. It's extremely good.
So you entered in GBWC. Have you entered in IPMS stuff locally as well, or not really?
I did that. I think with my wife and my daughter, we actually also entered that kit in like a local hobby town one. It's not a GBWC. I think it was local, and it was like towards the end of the COVID as well. It was in Silverdale, I believe, Washington.
I want to see these at comps. I want to see them in person, or just invite us over. You know, one of those things.
Yeah, we can make that happen.
Yay! It's so great. I keep jumping on your question, Stan. Did you have something else? Dan? Oh,
You're
you might be
unmuted.
muted. You're muted.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
No, if you had a question. I
Oh.
think I was jumping on you.
Well, I mean, my next question was going to be how many SD kits have you built in your life? Do you think? Can you give an estimate?
A lot. Because even like the one that I displayed is not even like 10% of what I have. Most of them are still in like giant boxes in my garage.
Mm.
Yeah.
What's your backlog situation?
Not great either.
Well, that's either really good or really, or you need more kits. Which one?
I feel
So
you.
we did a spring cleaning not too long ago. So I have both Gundam as well as Legos backlog.
Nice.
Oh,
So we have
yes.
to move them from one closet to like a bigger closet just because I'm running out of space and I put them everywhere and my wife was not happy about that.
Yeah.
Bionicles,
So-
yay or nay?
Oh, is that?
Yeah, Bionicles.
Bionicles? No, I was not. I did not start collecting Bionicles back when it was in the heyday. Most of them are actually like franchise Lego. So I have Marvel, I have Lord of the Rings, I have Harry Potter as well. Oh, and Ninjago. My daughter loves Ninjago.
Oh,
Awesome.
Ninjago kits are really cool.
I have that
Yeah.
big Destiny's Bounty downstairs.
Oh, that's rad. You should drop a picture of that in the Discord. I want to see it. So on top of just the little things you do with your SD kits, you also do like a blog of your traveling.
Yeah.
So kind of like what inspired you to create this blog to begin with? Was it just kind of like I'm doing all this stuff and I want to document it? Like, what's the story there?
Yeah, I think it's a little bit of a long story, right? So a long time ago, when I first sort of like start posting all of this, I was actually posting them in a forum. I was part of like the supposedly the largest Indonesian online forum at the time. And I posted over there because they have like a new model kit section over there. And just by coincidence, apparently the founder of the forum actually was a classmate of mine. I
Oh.
went to school with him, elementary and middle school, and then he moved away. So, but then yeah, I just by coincidence because his name looks like familiar, I hit it up in a DM and checked. Oh, it is him. So he made me a mod the next day. Like,
Oh, wow.
So yeah, starting that point, I have like a pin thread that actually posted all of my work as well. So years later, because I moved to a different country, I didn't have as much time, so I couldn't be as active in that forum. A friend of mine actually started a blog. So that's where I posted most of my work in my friend's blog. But eventually, he actually stopped blogging as well because he's not making enough money and he actually has to pay for his own server. So after that, then I figured, okay, where can I post this? So I was starting to look for like free blogging sites, and Weebly came up. So that's where I started and posted over there. I changed the format a little bit because most of the time when I was in my friend's blog, I didn't post a lot of like work in progress, but I did that back when I was active in the forum. So I figured now it's not my own blog, might as well also post those work in progress.
Yeah, the work in progress shots are really fun, and I appreciate it when anybody does that. But you also include like pretty in-depth, detailed description about what you're doing, and then the before and after shot is like the chef's kiss. Yeah. So one of the cool things about your blog is that you travel and you point out the location and address of all the different hobby shops that you hit up. So this is a great resource for anybody that's planning on traveling to certain places. Check out the blog and you'll see where to go, basically, like what are the hot spots.
Yeah.
I mean, look at the
So
depth
handy.
here. It's just
So
crazy.
handy.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
So then, kind of like you're talking about how you started the blog, the design aesthetic you've got for your photos. It's kind of like a magazine almost. Did you use like what?
Photoshop.
How did you? Yeah. Well, I mean, how did you come up with the aesthetic for it? Like, was it kind of like a process of like going through like a bunch of different iterations, or did you just like, oh, this is good?
So this is actually like version 2. If you go back way earlier, my aesthetic is a little bit different there. So over time, I figured, okay, maybe I can experiment a little bit. I do have, well, semi background in design, even though I'm more like a software engineer. But I do a lot of design work a long time ago as well. So I have a little bit of background over there.
Okay. Yeah, I do see what you're talking about. I mean, so like on the screen here, like we're looking at the blog, and if I went all the way back to 2018, and your photos are still like top notch, but you don't have that like branding across it.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, I for one really like the current aesthetic. It feels like I'm reading kind of like a little magazine. About the. Have you ever been featured in any magazines or publications?
No, not for this blog. For something else, maybe. Not this one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's a shame. We need to fix that somehow. What do you think about the? And so I'm looking at these and the complexity of these builds and how good they look. They kind of are edging towards, and some of them are surpassed the master grade SD line. What are your thoughts on that? Like, were you excited when that was first announced?
Yeah, because I don't know if you know this, right? But back in the day when SD started around like 1980s, they do have something called, I think it's called Hyper SD or something. And there's only like 2 kits that Bandai ever produced. One is like a F90 Gundam, and RX-78 So it's exactly like what they're doing now with MGSD. So it's an SD, but way more detailed. It has a slightly, almost like between SD and HG proportion. So it has more like knees and whatnot. Originally, SD doesn't have even legs, let alone, it only has like the bottom part of the legs, not even like a knees. So yeah, they do have that on Hyper SD. Now they're coming back to it and adding more detail. I'm always happy to have more SD kits, especially with that kind of detail. However, it kind of violates my own principle in terms of it's so detailed, I probably wouldn't actually custom it too much. So it's
right.
You
The work's
inspired
already
them too
done for
much.
me. Ah!
Yeah, Bandai's been creeping your blog, I think, a little bit here, poaching some ideas. Have you built any of the master grade SDs?
Yeah, I have this one, and I have the Barbatos as well. The Barbatos, I did add that extension.
Right.
Extension.
Yeah, let me see if I can find that really quick. And that I didn't realize that thing came with a tail.
Yeah, it did. It did.
Yeah.
So it came with a tail as well as a wire for the tail to actually make it posable.
Nice.
Yeah. Was that in, let's see, was that
Look at
May?
I think you can
Orphans.
browse the tag MGSD. I think there's a MGSD tag.
Okay. Yeah, let me see here. MGSD.
Are you excited for the MGSD aerial?
Yep, it's right on the top.
Yes, very much.
Very cool.
I want to compare that with the rebuild that I did.
Nice.
Look how cool this looks.
Look,
So
look
this
at you.
is this a
Keep
third party?
that idea out
It's a
there.
third-party, extension for that claw. It works
Okay.
for both like MGSD as well as MG.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I
that
didn't
would
know
be
that.
cool.
So they have
I
like a extra runner to connect to the MG as well.
I never knew that.
And is this custom painted?
No, it's just a snap build.
Dang. Top coat?
Top coat, yes.
Okay, yeah. Top coat makes a big difference. And then I'm guessing just tons of decals.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not
Looks
too
really
expensive
cool.
either. I think that might need to be picked up.
What a terrifying little guy this is. With the tail and the giant claws. It's just a spiky little death machine. I love it. So like what now that we've got MGSDs out, what's the next kit? Just standard SD and master grade SD you'd like to see come out.
Oof.
So that's sometimes it Bandai disappoints me as well because like when they first announced Cross Silhouette line, I heard rumors of what kind of kit they might consider. Some actually has come out, and I'm so happy, including like the MS08 team one, the
Hmm.
RX 79G. Those are because MS08 is actually one of my favorite Gundam anime of all time. So yeah, I even have like a diorama of the SD kit because when I was in college I have like a big poster of it, so I recreate
Hmm.
diorama version. So yeah, anyway, so a lot of at least the rumor that I heard about the cross silhouette line didn't actually came out, which is kind of annoying. So that's why I actually mod things to actually to realize that the kits that didn't officially came out from Bandai, I guess. But yeah, there's a lot because even like Witch from Mercury, right? So there's barely any SD other than that Area 1 EX standard. I'm glad they have now MGSD as well, but other than that, I don't think they even have any other SD kits, which is super disappointing.
Yeah. What's your thought on what if they did a master grade SD gun tank? Would you be excited for that?
Of course, absolutely.
My man.
Yeah.
I want more gun tank everything. I want perfect grade gun tank. I want perfect grade unleashed gun tank.
Yeah.
I want master grade 2.0 gun tank. I want the early mass production gun tank. I think they only have a high grade kit of that, but I want that in master grade.
Yeah.
So now we're looking at gosh, again, it's like a rabbit hole. We've got Common Rider SDs.
Yes.
What do you think about these?
So these are actually for a swing, Kamen Rider swing that I got. Then I usually just remove the swing so that I can pose it more. So I'm also similar to like Ian. I'm a huge tokusatsu fan. I actually have like a Sunday morning ritual with my daughter. We usually watch a tokusatsu while we eat breakfast in the morning.
Oh my god,
that's so awesome, dude! Can you adopt me? Can you adopt me and my whole family? Actually, I can't go by myself. My family would be like, "Oh, come on, where are you going?" That's so cool. Let's see, what else we got here? Code Geass.
Oh.
Look at that.
So that's the HG. That's just the HG Albion, and I love that kit. It's so sturdy.
Yeah. So, Ian, what are your thoughts here, buddy?
that looks good.
What are your thoughts on this whole blog?
It's very well put together. I was trying to see. Have you ever built the BB Senshi Tekimusha Psycho Gundam?
No, I have that. It's in my backlog, but I haven't built it yet.
Okay.
Kit
I
drop
picked that. What was it, the last Gundam base tour? I found that at the Hobby Town in Redmond, and it was like,
did it?
yeah, it was so cool because it looks like it turns into a bunch of little vehicles. I want to see if you put your magic into it.
Not yet. It's in my backlog.
Okay.
We'll get to it. We want to see it.
Yeah, think about me. I really want to see that.
I'm kidding. Wait, no, this is gonna be my phone surfing for a while. It has been for the last few days.
Yeah.
It's been great.
Yeah. Well, there we go, folks. Erlangshen, what an amazing ride you have blessed our hobby corner with. It's so cool to have somebody in the club that is like really inspiring and interested in like a specific part of the hobby and not just high grades, master grades, and perfect grades.
Yeah.
Bringing SDs into the mix is so cool. And your blog, again, we're going to shout it out. Like, everyone needs to check this thing out. It's amazing.
How did you find our little pocket of the world?
So I got invited first on the Washington Gunpla Facebook group, and then someone posted your Discord on that group, so that's how I joined.
Perfect. Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, so I just want to take this opportunity to thank you, Dan, Ian, Lang, because and all the mods and all the team members, right? Because you guys have created like a space where you always nurtured and always be positive. So that's to me, because if I compared like the Washington Gunpla Facebook, where with your Discord, you guys are way more active. You guys build that sense of community, and it's super positive, super active. It's super fun. So really, thank you guys.
Oh man,
that is so
That's good to hear.
so
That's
kind.
really
I am
nice,
blushing so hard.
yeah. I
Oh,
got
you're so
shivers.
kind.
That's super nice, especially coming from somebody that's like as talented as you are and active as you are. Like that means a lot. So we appreciate you being active and in the Discord, and in the club. Like, yeah, we appreciate all the members, and it's really awesome.
I dare not speak for everybody else on here, but I think finding when people hop on and all of a sudden they post something and any of us are like, oh my gosh, I never thought of that. That's so cool. Where did you do that? And it has been this cyclone of fun.
Right.
Like, because there's no requirements on anything, and that's what I really wanted. And yours, when you started posting your completed projects, but then the icon is your magazine, like, impressive graphics, I was just like, oh, I want that.
Yeah.
So great.
Yeah. I think we might see a so like when we had Silver on with the Zoids, and now we're like really into Zoids, we might start seeing a big increase in SDs being built.
Coming. It's coming.
Yeah, there we go.
I already start seeing that, right? Because I think a lot of folks already start posting more SD and finished SD in the Discord as well. So yay!
Yeah. We've got a few club members that are really into SDs, but I'm definitely. I mean, I'm not going to be able to do what you're doing with the kit bashing and the creativity stuff, but I do want to try my hand at it and see what I can do, you know. But there's so much SD, so many SD kits out there, and they're all so wild.
Have you ever been to Sean's Anime in Tacoma?
I've been there, but Tacoma is a little bit far for me.
Yeah.
So yeah,
He has a mountain and of a huge variety of SDs, especially like older ones that got reprinted recently.
Right. Yeah.
I remember when Dan and I were in Japan this winter, we were at Tokyo base. I remember one of the aisles was just the SD heroes. Yeah. And when I saw that, it was so just numerous that when I saw that, I was just like, oh, that's too many. That's too, like, it was just like, I don't know where to start with that. Like, those are pretty, they're cool, they're golden, they're very chibi. Everything was just amazing about it. And then I was just like, I can't even touch that. It's too much. There's too many. Oh, look at that. And there's the award right there.
So this is from the Washington State GBWC tournament they had at the local hobby town near where you lived.
Yes.
And that's the one you did top left, right? That's
yes.
Right there. Yep.
Oh, wow.
See, he used the HD parts on that and it's gorgeous.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. Because I never thought of the proportions fitting that well.
Yeah, surprisingly, SD and HG works really well.
Hello, CD.
Hi, CD.
That's CD right there. Yeah, CD's built.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm recognizing some IPMS stuff.
Yep. Oh, that right. Mm-hmm. That's the artifact.
Yep.
One of the artifacts. Yeah. And that's the winner. Very cool.
Very good.
Awesome.
Cool.
We're going to be doing GBWC in Vancouver at the Vancouver Hobby Town. Is that pretty far south for you?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Okay.
Change that.
Because Vancouver is just like a 20 minutes away from Oregon, Portland.
Erlangshen, I'll come pick you up, bud. Yeah. I'll come pick you up. We'll bring you down.
Yeah. Well, thanks again. We have some questions that we get every week from Discord and Instagram and we have so many questions coming in now lately that we have had to create like a repository of questions. So we're not getting to every question every week now, unfortunately, but that's a good problem to have. So we've got some questions this week we're going to do. Lang, do you want to run the questions?
I'll run the questions if you. Thank you. I had them. First one would be, what inspires or motivates you to work on a project? Erlangshen, Ian, Dan will go in that order.
Okay.
What inspires you to or motivates you to work on a project?
Most of the time, it's probably just wanting to see a kit that Bandai never actually released. So that's how I usually figure. Okay, that would be cool if it exists, but it does not right now. So might as well figure out how to make that happen. So that's usually what drives me.
Very cool. Ian.
What motivates me? What's motivating me recently is to get through my backlog.
It's a good motivator.
Very good motivation to make some room. And also just if I have extreme curiosity of what's in the box.
Yeah. For me, it's usually I'm thinking ahead to a competition and what I want to put into a category. So I go by category. Like if I'm lacking a master grade that's that doesn't have like PLA or scribing, so I go pick out a master grade that I want to do in that kind of category. Also, sometimes I'll have like an idea bouncing around in my brain from when I first bought the kit, and I'm like, I want to get that out of my brain. I'm tired of holding on to that idea. It's taking up too much space, so I'll go and bust out something like that. But yeah, it's usually I love competition. I love friendly competition, and the vibes that the community generally has around competition is really good. So I like participating in that, and that's what motivates me to start working on a project.
For me, it's writing. Like Erlangshen is a great example of somebody that did something that no one thought of before. That for me, I think it's gorgeous when people stick to the lore and do, for example, a perfect F90 and it's gorgeous and it's flawless. That's great. It doesn't inspire me unless they use a technique I hadn't seen before. I like oh my gosh, I didn't even think of putting the Ace Divers shoulder mounts on the SD. Like that didn't come to me. Like I never thought of that. That stuff really inspires me to do something like that on one of my kits, especially with color or a kit bash. Those are such big inspiring things for me.
Yeah.
How does someone get started into 3D modeling for customizing a kit? I think this kind of deals with, I would assume, printing. Those of us, Ian, I don't think you have a 3D printer. Erlangshen, do you have a 3D printer of any kind?
No, I wish I have, but no.
Okay. Dan, I know, has a filament and a resin. I've had a filament in the past that I had to return. For me, for 3D modeling, it was kind of funny. I think mid-pandemic, there was all of a sudden there was a push for STL files and different things that came on USA Gundam, New Type, and different locations for whether it's for free or not. And now there's so much you wouldn't be able to not find stuff you're looking for now. So to get started, it's either just buying the details outright or finding the files in the depths of the internet, really. It's just kind of just jumping in. Dan, how did you start jumping in?
Well, I think a big part of it's the learning curve of learning how to use your printer. So if you don't have a printer and you're looking to get one, obviously read reviews and find the most consumer friendly plug and play, ready to go kind of thing. Also, if you're looking to customize a kit, filament printers aren't the best because they have a lot more layer lines than resin. So if you're wanting to put resin parts onto your kit, you're definitely going to want a resin printer. And there's options out there now with resin printers that are resin's messy. It's not clean. It's not as easy to use as filament. You had to deal with all the liquid, and it smells. It's not good for you. It's got a lot of particulates that happen, like off-gassing. So you have to have a special spot for that. But if you have those things, resin is the way to go, in my opinion, for customizing a kit. Now, if you're doing like diorama parts, like buildings and stuff, filament's great for that. So it kind of depends on like what you're wanting to do. If you're wanting to do kit customizing or diorama, they haven't made a Keurig yet for 3D printing where it will do both. Maybe that's coming. I don't know. But yeah, those are my thoughts on that.
Sorry,
let's see.
I was looking for ones that you can get pre-purchased as well. I couldn't find it in my stack, so we'll say that for another day.
Okay.
Other franchises you guys have been curious jumping into?
Let's see. I've caught myself at Hobbytown holding either one of those high-grade Macross kits and thinking about it. And also, I think, was it Jonathan has been talking up about Mavlov?
Oh, yeah.
I've been
those look really cool.
Also looking at those. I just don't know where to start.
Yeah. For me, SD Gundams, I'm going to start building some SD Gundams.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just going to DM them to your Erlangshen, and you can tell me if I'm on the right track or not, if I'm doing good enough.
Erlangshen, how about you? Any other franchises? It seems like you've dipped your toe into plenty of franchises, but any that you're curious to get into?
Probably 30-minute mission. I haven't done that. Extension, but it's like to mod my kit, but not an actual 30-minute mission kit, I guess. Yeah.
You are doing the competition though, right? I think did you post?
I plan to, but I just haven't got around to it. Yes.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, awesome. I definitely want to see that. What about you, Lang?
For me, it's probably a little bit of Macross. I've gotten a couple of kits recently that I haven't snapped yet, and Kamen Rider. The figurized kits are a little expensive, but I really want to try a couple out. They're calling my name a little bit, so
yeah. I answered the question incorrectly. I went with line instead of franchise, but I want to try. I want to try Hexagear. I want to try Hexagear. Those kits look really cool with the governors and stuff. I don't know anything about it, but I want to do it because I see Ian and Silver talking about it. I'm jelly. I want to be part of the cool club, so I have to start learning things about these, and probably buying a kit's a good start.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of these Sugar Mama days or Mondays, I'll buy a kit instead of Arsenal-based cards.
Nice. Is there a kit or figure that blew your mind when you discovered it existed and now you want it? Doesn't have to be your white whale. Something that blew your mind you didn't think existed, and now you just want it.
Well, for me, it's that 172 scale resin, the O, which I've talked about before on here. It costs $900.
Yes, it does.
And it's probably gonna never be printed again. It's a garage kit. Mm-hmm. And when I found out about that thing, I was like, I must have it, but I haven't. It's $900.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I recently saw the metal build Dynamis Repair.
Yeah.
And I love the way that looks. And I know it's an expensive $300 figure, but it'd be nice to have one.
Yeah.
Is that the one we saw in Japan that was like giant? It was like a huge box.
The Dynam. It was there. I don't think it was too giant for the metal builds, but it was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the Dynamis 3, right? Dynamis 3 repair with the big shoulder.
Yeah,
cannons.
the gray one. It looks like it has Virtue's shoulder stuff on it.
Oh, and his bazooka too. Oh, yeah. I love that setup. Erlangshen, how about you? What's something that just blew your mind you never knew existed that you've wanted?
So that's the reason why I went to Hong Kong not too long ago. Uh-oh. So it's not exactly new that I found out. So basically, there's a toy manufacturer in Hong Kong called Action Toys. So they make like a really articulated SD super robot line usually. and they have a lot in the past. So so just a little bit of background, right? Because I grew up in Southeast Asia, a lot of Southeast Asian have this commonality of loving Super Robot. So yeah, because we grew up with all of those. So and yeah, even like Guy King, Voltron, those I did get, but there's a lot more that I wanted. I know they made it before. I even got to their sort of like factory, and they have like an outlet store in the factory, which is super weird because it was like in the middle of like a warehouse district. So there's like a bunch of like car shops around, and there's like one like toy store in the middle of like fifth floor of like a warehouse building, which is kind of scary because I didn't even know how to get to the fifth floor other than using like the cargo elevator up to the fifth floor.
Oh, that's funny.
When I did get there, so I did ask. They said, no, it's out of print. We only have like one on display, and that's not for sale. Just
I hate it when they do that.
yeah, but you do have a lot of vintage toys, so if you're into that and you want to get a good bargain, that's a weird place, but that's probably where you want to go.
Yeah. Do you shop on Sugar Mama very much or Tsurugia very much?
Lately, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
You found anything cool on there?
Yeah, so one of the things that I want to make right now is a regular SD Gelgu, probably like a cross-silhouette kind of like proportion. So
man.
they don't have that. That's one of the, like a pet peeve, like why Bandai doesn't have more like a mono-eye cross-silhouette kit. So, but they did have that a while back in the Sangokuden line of SD. So my plan is to basically convert that into a regular Gelgook instead of like that, like Three Kingdoms kind of theme.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Very cool.
That's cool. Yeah.
For me, it's got to be. I don't know if I've said it before. I'm a big Voltron fan, especially the new, what is it called? Galaxy Defender line from Netflix when it was on there, and I don't know why it's not on Netflix anymore because I want it back. There's a Sentinel combiner, super diecast, super expensive, and I've had Sentinel figures before in the past that are amazing. And making a combiner fully transformable, love the proportions on that.
What does it run?
700-ish, I think.
Yeah. Weighs
that's
about 25 pounds.
probably, but I would.
It's a shelf breaker.
Yeah, it is. That's a good phrase. I like that. Last but not least, what is our process when we mod a kit? Do you draw it first? Do you experiment first? Or do you just go right in and do it? I'll start, and then we'll go Erlangshen, and Ian and Dan can wrap it up. For me, I do two things, specifically when I'm really trying to mod. I usually try different colors, drawing it out on an app, and just seeing what looks good to me. Where do I want things to be colored and how I want it to be colored? And then the second, if I'm doing any modifications, I'll get the pieces that I want to modify, and I'll do a lot of pencil. So just taking a pencil and practicing scribe lines and seeing how it looks, and then just literally wiping it off with your thumb, that's saved me from like, okay, should I do the guide tape here? Should I do the guide tape here? No, just penciling on a kit and kind of gathering the pieces and drawing it out on an app is how I start the process for myself.
Yeah. That's really smart with
you?
the pencil.
Yeah.
For me, it depends because if I'm doing a kit bash, usually I go right in and just figure out how to actually make it connect. If I do scratch building, I do draw it out because most of the time I need to do like two sets for like left and right. So most of the time I do print it out on a piece of paper and then use like a transparent plot plate to actually cut out the parts that I need.
That's also very smart.
Otherwise, it's not going to be like symmetrical between left and right. That's usually annoying.
Yeah. What about you, Ian?
For me, I've just been experimenting with 30-minute mission stuff for our competition. I'm just see what pops together, what looks good.
Yeah.
That's actually a great point to make on some of those kits. Is a great place to start. Big time.
Yeah. For me, like when I buy a kit at a store, I see in my mind an image of a thing I want to do with it, whether it's a diorama or a just by itself kind of a thing.
Wait, Dan. You grab a kit, and then somebody has to play the role of your daddy saying, "Do you have the plan yet, or is it just pretty?"
Yes, that's accurate. Sometimes when I'm not on the leash, I can do whatever I want. Lately, though, my backlog is bursting, so I have to be really careful about what I pick up. And if you don't know, Lang plays the role of my father when we're at a store, and I have to say loud enough for most people to hear in earshot, "Daddy, can I buy this?" And then he asks me questions, and the answer is usually no, and then I don't buy the kit.
No, the question is, what you gonna do with it? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, but like my process, though, to get back onto the question, my process is I have an idea in my head already of what I want to do, and then I execute it, and I kind of just dive into it. The first thing I do is prep the kit, sand it, cut it out, get everything all sanded up, and then I do my panel lining and stuff like that. Diorama part comes at the very end after I've completely finished the kit, unless the kit is somehow integrated into it, where I have to, like, if I'm doing custom LEDs or something like that, then I'll modify the kit in that way too, before paint, sometimes after paint, just kind of depends. But I'm not a good artist when it comes to like drawing or even using the computer, so I'm not good with that kind of stuff. It's all just in my head. And then I just have to get it out that way. And luckily for me, I'm a very imaginative, like internal person in my mind, so I can see what I want to do. So I'm fortunate in that because I'm not good at drawing, I can just kind of do it that way. But maybe that's something I should look into doing more sketching and stuff like that, just for layouts. I think would probably be really helpful, especially. But yeah, that's my process.
Very cool. Very awesome. This was a fun episode. They're all just fun. These episodes and things that are incoming, we have stuff that are coming up. Does anyone else have anything before we jump into our future events?
No, yeah. So what do we got next? We got the Weekend Modeler charity stream. That's called the gosh, I'm having a total brain fart right now.
Plamo Weekender?
Yes. The Plamo Weekender, Model Weekender. That's charity stream for gosh, I'm totally blanking.
Alzheimer's, which is really bad.
Thank you, Alzheimer's. Yeah, it's a charity live stream. This will be my second year participating in it, and Lang is going to be my guest this year, and we are going to do some crazy stuff. We'll have donation milestones. I think it's going to be focused around spicy food.
Yes.
So you can make us eat spicy food with donations, and all of it goes to Alzheimer's, and we'll have a time slot of, I believe it's 2 hours.
Yeah.
So we're going to try to hype it up and get everyone in the club watching and make Lang and I do really stupid things with spicy foods.
Right. So on your calendars, pull these out. So that will be June 26th through the 29th, and we will make sure to get our shift posted for everyone to see. Next. 30-minute missions, West Coast Gunpla Alliance contest. It's a digital contest. It will be, submissions are due. Dan showing the trophy. It's a beautiful Char trophy. July 7th this year is when you have to be done and have your works in progress and your final photos submitted. All the details are in the posting in the Discord. This is a Discord contest. After that, we are tentatively looking at another thing up in Washington right after that we will have details on later because it's not confirmed yet. But what is confirmed, Gundam 00 Trivia Night, 14th of July on our Monday night stream. We have all the kits. We have questions.
The prizes are crazy good.
Oh my gosh.
The big prize is a PG Exia with a Cosmos lighting kit.
There it is. That clear MG7 swords and
Premium Bandai.
2 Trans Am, Exia, and Double O, which I've never seen stateside, HGs. So those are a combo, so you can get those.
Yeah. And all you have to do is watch Double O and remember everything about it. That's all you got to do. It's multiple choice. So even if you don't watch the show,
I'm making the questions, and since I'm paying more attention at the end of the first season, for those that know, I cried. It was such a good show. So I'm making the questions, very excited, jumping into season 2. So you have just over 2 months. So calculate it for all 50 episodes. Okay. So make sure to keep an eye out for that. After that, the beginning of August, we are going to have our swap meet. We are still TBD for location and date, but we are aiming for beginning of August. That's where we all get together, have tons of really good food, and everyone brings tons of kits, tons of customs. This is the spring cleaning of your backlog, but it's to swap or get rid of all your kits, but usually you end up other people are doing the same thing, so we all end up with the same amount. Prices, but it's wonderful.
We keep prices low so that not only are you getting good deals, but the people selling the kits are getting some cash to maybe make us some other deals. It's super fun. And then everybody in the club brings it's kind of potlucky, brings their specialty item. And we had some crazy fun food last time. So it was really cool.
Last but not least, Oregon IPMS Jamboree, 20th of September. I know after we did Seattle, a lot of the Seattle folks are aiming to come down for that as well. So this one's going to be a lot of fun this year. And the organizers are already working with us and excited with us. Shout out to them. I'm not going to drop their names, but Mid-Valley Modelers and Salem IPMS groups. You guys are great. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that wraps up the 12th episode of the WCGA podcast. We have another sponsor here to play us out.
Centipede Sundays. Come find us down at the Centipede Eat a Bunch buffet. All you can eat, Dan or Lang. Anytime, any place. $5.99 every third Sunday. Other than that, it's $10 a person. Come one, come all. The beef is free.
Thank you for joining, and thank you, Erlangshen, for hopping on and educating us in SDs. Thank you for tuning in on YouTube and Spotify. We will catch you guys on the next one.